Good afternoon, good afternoon. How's everybody doing today on this wonderful Super Bowl Sunday? How's everybody doing today, man? I'm sure a lot of y'all are getting ready for the Super Bowl, getting all your beverages ready and all your food ready and stuff like that. We actually just ran and picked up some stuff. I had to go meet a guy to I sold someone strut tower brace for his ZX2. So I had to meet up with him right up the road here, about 30 minutes. So we decided to go ahead and run out and grab the Super Bowl food while we could, while we had to go nowhere else. So hey, figure I killed two birds with one stone, right? So just want to let everybody know, man. I hope everybody's doing good. Like I say, like I always say, I'm trying to do this on all the beginning of my videos. Well, at the beginning of all my videos. Let me say that correctly. Just want to let everybody know to stay positive, be positive, do positive, and you get positive results. Just everybody try to keep your head up, stay positive. Keep everybody around you positive. We never know what someone's going through, so let's do our best to stay positive and help them be positive, and that way we all get positive results and we all can live a stress-free life. So basically, just wanted to come to you today and do like a little fuel comparison here. So you guys, as you know, on a previous video I did, and I showed you guys the transmission fluid, the good transmission fluid and the bad transmission fluid. So that way you guys had a better understanding of which was which, and you had a clear visual also of it as well, and as well as an understanding. So what I have in front of me is I have some tarnished fuel and I have some fresh fuel. So as also a previous video I did when I was doing the fuel systems on the last two escorts I worked on, I had to go through them. I had to pull all the old fuel out of the tank. I had to pump all the old fuel out of the tank, and put fresh stuff in, and then I actually clean the tank out first, put all the fresh fuel back in there. Go through all the whole entire fuel system, injectors, fuel filter, make sure the lines didn't have nothing in them, stuff like that. So so I went through that process, and of course both of those cars are running phenomenal right now. So just wanted to shed some light on this fuel real quick. So let's turn the camera around. There we have it. So I'm sure you guys can tell which is which. Some of you can, some of you can't. So this is the tarnished fuel on the right, and this is the fresh fuel on the left. That's what the fuel is supposed to look like. Good fuel looks like this. Bad fuel looks like this. Also, bad fuel will have a really weird smell to it, where the fresh fuel will have a real strong smell to it. So just wanted to basically show you guys the difference between tarnished fuel and the difference between fresh fuel. Now, that tarnished fuel is really, really bad for any type of components it touches. Fuel pumps, fuel injectors, fuel filters. It eats up a lot of stuff, and it basically turns to how can I say it? When this stuff dries out, it doesn't just evaporate. This stuff dries out, and it dries out as like a hard, almost like a paste, man, like a hard paste, and it's like a brownish looking paste, and it just sticks to everything. And what happens is it gets stuck in the fuel pump, it gets stuck, in the injectors, it gets stuck in the fuel filter, and it just, next thing you know, you have a mess on your hands. So just remember, fresh fuel will always evaporate. Bad fuel always dries to a hard, not a paste, but like it's hard for me to really explain. I'm sure a lot of you that know what I'm talking about know what I'm saying. It's hard for me to describe it. It just dries up really hard. And when it dries up real hard, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't evaporate. It just dries up real hard, like dries up like a hard brown, I guess, like a hard brown paste, I guess you can say. Almost like JB Weld. Let's put it in them terms. It dries up almost like a brown JB Weld. Where the JB Weld is gray, this stuff dries up like a brown JB Weld. And when it dries, man, it sticks to whatever component is there, and it just tears it, just eats it up. And like I said, if this stuff gets in your fuel pump, gets in your injectors, gets in your fuel filter, it's going to ruin them. So now this fuel will burn. This fuel will burn, no problem. I can light it on fire right now. But you know, when you let it sit, like the mistake I made. So I got a car running with this fuel in it, and I thought it was okay. So I got the car running, and the car sat for like 6 months. And go to crank it up, nothing. Pull the fuel pump out the tank, it is 8 up. I'm talking about 8 up, like somebody had dipped it in some hydrochloric acid or something. It was 8 up bad. So I was just appalled about how bad this tarnished fuel will treat a fuel pump, fuel injectors, or a fuel filter, man. It's crazy. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys the difference between fresh fuel and the difference between, you know, tarnished fuel. Of course, you can definitely tell the difference. We all know that fresh fuel is not going to look like dirty urine. That looks like dirty urine pretty much. You know, and this over here looks like, you know, clean urine. You know how, like, you know, if you drink a lot of water or something and your urine has like a slight yellowish tint to it, that's kind of like that would be. That's the fresh fuel. And then of course, if you drink like tea, soda, and just eat a bunch of junk food when you urinate, of course it comes out dark like that. So so we all know dark is bad, light is good. So just wanted to get on here right quick and hop on and show you guys the difference between tarnished fuel and fresh fuel. Figured you'd enjoy this video, and those that don't know the difference, now you do. So if you have a vehicle, it can be anything, ATV, car, don't matter, man. Anything that runs off of gasoline. If you let it sit for let me see. If you let it sit for about, let's say about, give or take, I say anything over 3 years. If you let it sit anything over 3 years, you know, especially not running the vehicle, just letting it sit up, you know, winter, spring, summertime, really cold winter, whatever, snowstorm, ice, rain, snow, whatever. If the car is just sitting still and not being cranked up, not being driven, then this is what the fuel is going to look like pretty much. If you drive the car all the time, every day, and if it does sit for a little bit, you crank it up, driving around, whatever, fuel is always going to look like this. So that's what you want the fuel to look like. You don't want your fuel to look like this, because once your fuel looks like this, you're going to have issues. You're going to be going through a whole entire fuel system, like I did on the last 2 cars I just worked on. So basically, I just wanted to jump on, guys, and you know, shoot this video real quick before the Super Bowl gets up and rolling, and you know, because I know a lot of you guys will be watching that. So I'm gonna go in here and watch it with Jasmine, and you know, we got food and stuff like that, and doing stuff around the house. I got her 4-wheeler I got her 4-wheeler and stuff running too. So so yeah, we basically just been kind of hanging out around the house today. So I figured I'd go ahead and shoot this video for y'all real quick, just so people have the difference, the visual difference of tarnished fuel and fresh fuel. Like I said, this is bad, this is good. So I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was like, man, I'm putting this fuel in these water bottles. I hope these Food Line water bottles will hold this fuel long enough for me to do this video. And it looks like they're doing pretty well. So, but I'll be putting the fresh fuel back, you know, in the 4-wheeler or something like that. And that right there, I'll be getting rid of that. So, so thanks guys for tuning in again. And I just wanted to basically touch base on this, you know, the bad fuel and the good fuel. And so since everybody's got a great idea of, you know, a good idea now of what they both look like side by side, and you know, what not to what not to use and what to use. So just remember, if you got a car that's been sitting for a while, a long time, and nobody started it, and it's just kind of sitting still, and it's got a full tank of gas, 9 times out of 10, that's what you're gonna have. If you got a car that you drive every day, you know, or you know, if you crank it up every now and then, you know, drive around the block, park it, whatever, the fuel will remain this color. So thanks guys, appreciate everybody tuning in, and I just wanted to basically jump on real quick and give everybody a quick video of the differences between tarnished fuel, which is bad fuel, and of course fresh fuel, which is good fuel. All right. All right. Well, hope everybody enjoys the Super Bowl. I don't know who everybody's going for, but I hope whoever your team is, they win. That's all I can say about that. My team didn't make it, so it is what it is. So, all right, guys, well, I'm gonna hop off and get to it so we can get ready for the Super Bowl. Go kick back and chill, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Okay? Peace out, everybody. Happy Sunday.